Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium for the call. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And he's definitely a defensive coordinator and a defense's nightmare, because his 4.5 speed allows him to break out of a pocket and hurt a team with his legs running downfield. But he really keeps his eyes downfield and wants to throw the football first. Puts the defense in a heck of a spot. Do you go after him or do you fall back? Either way, he wins.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
I think Lorenzo Alexander is the ultimate chameleon in the NFL. Has reshaped his body to play different positions. Fullback, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, special teamer. He's done it all, and now he's reaping the benefits. Fully entrenched as an outside linebacker in the NFL.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
1st down, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On the read option, it's Mariota. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Mariota. This is Jennings. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for
second
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. From the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. Wonder if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. Blue 90.
Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. That'll bring up second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out come the Titans now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Boo, line it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Boo, line it. Boo.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Boo, line it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
This give is to McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The give to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 30.
On play action, Allen. Rolling to his left. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Garr to kick it away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Allen now on 1st down. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Here's McCoy. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time. And it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Throwing again. Allen. Flushed out right. Allen, nifty footwork. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
Allen operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. First down, Mariota. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it up near the the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The left side completion to Jones. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Allen will try again on second down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Allen to throw once more. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
Green 39.
Now Allen again. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build.
Here we go.
Who's going to make the big play?
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Second down, Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw is Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And Walker has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Allen, and Owen coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right? I
think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Green, 39! Green!
Allen off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Huh?
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Benny Logan in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Suckup for the extra point. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that pushes the lead up to 11. From the goal line all the way to the other goal line on that one. A full 100-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 319.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Mariota. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, Mariota over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So out comes the field goal team once more. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some strong running. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On 1st down, Allen over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Allen now to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go. Green 39.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
From the gun, Allen. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
3-19.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mariota now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Allen now looks to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 30.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen now on first down. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Oh, and now
Green
movement
39.
and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start. Offense.
They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Mariota being chased out left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. On third down, it's Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. On second down, here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass.
Set! Green 39! Green 30!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down. I
agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.